Hello, we are back. Creature Commandos episodes 1 through 4 has been very interesting. I know this title of this video says episodes 3 and 4. You're probably asking, what's 1 and 2? Why do you do 1 and 2? 1 and 2, it exists, but it didn't hit as much as 3 and 4. Like, if you saw Creature Commandos 3 and 4, you know why I'm doing a video on 3 and 4, and I said fuck those other 2 episodes. Like, okay, like the bride's backstory was spoiler alert. Pause the video, go watch some episodes, then come back. So part 1 and 2 was interesting because you get the bride's backstory. Okay, but I felt like it was just like a modern take on it. Granted, I'm not really familiar with these characters, Creature Commandos. I'm very big on DC. But when you talk about Frankenstein, I read the story and I saw films and stuff like that. So it was very similar to what I've known before. But the story was GI Robot, and to see his background, you know, similar to the take on like a Steve Rogers or a Steve Rogers, because it's like that's the only person that we knew that was like in popular media that was from that area, but then brought to modern day. And so he's a little bit confused. He's trying to adjust the lifestyle, and he has the mission of killing Nazis, of course. And he ends up murdering these people at a white supremacist rally, a socialist rally, rather. And yeah, this part's conflicted because it's like, yeah, these people are unliked by society, but then he's like, you know what, you can't just start murdering people, right? Can't murder people. Like, I see why GI Robot did it, but it's wrong. It's wrong. You can't murder people, even if those people end up being assholes, right? It's like, like, I understand you, brother, but it's wrong. But that episode and that defining moment, like it's written by James Gunn, and that made me really give in or really like the story a lot more, because there's like, they're not necessarily anti-heroes, but you can see like how they end up on the path they ended up on. Not that it's right, you'd be like, I see why you did that, and it kind of humanizes them in a way. But then you also realize, like, no, what they did was wrong, but like, I can see why you did that shit. Similar to my analysis of Pearl in one of my Manny Mondays in a previous episode. So you have that, and then this most recent episode with Weasel, I feel so sorry for Weasel and what he experienced, like his whole backstory, and like no one believing him, and he can't really vocalize or use his voice. It's very touching. It's very sad. I'm like, damn, Weasel, damn, because he's trying to. If you've seen the episode, he's trying to help those kids, and no one's all they see is his fur, and they're like, oh, his fur, his claws, you know, he's not able to communicate, and if he's able to speak, you know, maybe things would have been better, but it's like that's not the case. It's just like, man, it's so dark, it's so real, you know, trying to help, but because the way he's viewed by society, you know. Fuck that old man. That old man got him in trouble. Like, he was on the right path, wasn't doing no harm. Then that old man coming away and be like, oh, he trying to do this to the kids, and I think that's what's wrong with society, man. Like, they're so quick to cancel someone. They so quick to be gun-ho. They're so quick to just do things and not try to get an understanding. You know, that's why I hate when like people use terminology like for example, like a person calls something gay, right? They're not necessarily mean like it's homophobic. It is homophobic rhetoric. But when they call something gay, they're referring it to as strange or unknown, and that's not okay. Why can't you just say strange and unknown? Why you gotta immediately just jump to conclusions like, hey, if this person doesn't fit the typical archetype of what I identify as a male, or doesn't express themselves in that way, he must be gay. Like, why we gotta just jump to conclusions? And if a person is that, so what, you know? And I'm tying it back into the stories because like when I saw that old man jumping to conclusions, it was like, oh man, fucking Karen, and the police are no better. Oh man, the police in this episode, uh, I feel for Weasel, and I feel for GI Show, and I do feel that this series is going to get even better and better. That's quickly is my review on these past few episodes. I'm not even sure if I do review for future episodes, but I would like to say that I appreciate how James Gunn had did character pieces in these past two episodes, and it's been beautiful. And I look forward to learning more and more about these characters and seeing them evolve over time. It truly has been an amazing experience. And between me and you, I'm gonna go back and watch it. I rewatched that G.I. Joe episode like fucking 3 times. And the Weasel one is definitely something I'm gonna be rewatching because there's really nothing on TV. I should watch Dragon Ball. The new Dragon Ball series with like the miniature versions. But yes, have any questions, comments, concerns? Comment, right? Like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.